Subscribe if you're new. This is the way.
Hey, what's going on, folks? It's been a long time. It's been about 6 months since I've done a live stream. It's been a very, very quick passing 6 months. Yeah, it was back in August. Back in August, I last did a video. Hey, Darth Rock, what's going on, my man? I hope you're doing well. Jeff's here as well. Oh, good to hear from you guys. Really good. I've missed this big time. G'day, Muzzer. How are you, mate? Good to see you too. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, no, it's really good to be back. Actually, I just decided to get back on it, and yeah, I couldn't believe it when I looked back and saw my last one was 6 months ago, back in August. So yeah, it's been a long time, but it's good to sit down and hopefully talk a bit of wars with people. I'm pretty keen. I do have a toy to open up. I got this on I literally was just skulking around on eBay one night, and this was like $9. So I'm like, it's been 20 years. I got this figure in like 2002. And I just thought, I'm going to buy that and open it up. I had planned to buy some more figures to open up live, but it just didn't happen. So I instead got Hot Toys Bo-Katan, which I'll have a bit more look at. I want to do a proper video review on that one soon. And I just got a PS5 as well. So I've been going to school at Hogwarts. Centurion's Corner. Hello there. Linda's here. Hope you're doing well too, with you and all the fam. My man Lockie's here. G'day, Nick. Hope you're doing well, man. Great to hear from you, dude. It's been way too long. I know my life is just sort of, yeah, it's good. Like, things are good. Just tell me it was good, and things are good. Things are on the up and up, and yeah, still don't have permanent residence to be able to get my collection out again, but yeah, things are looking up. It's things are good. There's a lot of changing around, a lot of moving around and stuff like that, but it's been good. It's been very refreshing, so I'm happy to be back here hanging out. It's amazing how even that last 12 months, you said then, Nick, your last live stream was a few weeks ago, and it was previous was July. It's like, what happened to that last 6 months? Honestly, it's just gone so quick. So I'm just, yeah, I got no real ideas of what to talk about. I just thought we'd just spitball and talk some Star Wars, and Bad Batch is happening. Mando's only a couple of weeks away. I don't know whether I'm in the right place to be able to do like a weekly show for Mando like I have in the past, with like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Bad Batch. Did I do Bad? I can't even remember. I don't know. The last 6-12 months is a bit of a blur, but yeah, Mando's back in 2 weeks. I can't wait. I'm actually going to be on a week's holidays then as well, so I'm really pumped for that. I had a bit of a break at the end of October, which was nice, but it's been a busy few months since then, so I'm pretty keen to get back into Mando. It's looking so good. But you know what? Stuff it. We got a few people here. I'm going to open up this figure. But yeah, how's everyone else going? What's been happening? Anyone's got any new pickups? I've sort of been keeping up, getting back into doing some video reviews and stuff I've been getting some figures lately. But yeah, the Bo-Katan definitely needs to be reviewed, because yeah, it's such a nice figure. But I'm going to actually pack her away until I do the video, just because it's getting a little bit dusty. And I just want to wait until I can display her in a cabinet with the Ahsoka. So a bit of fun, open up a toy. Yeah, I do remember getting this one, back in 2002, when I was the wee young age of maybe 13 or 14. But yeah, I don't know. a bit sort of up and down with this line of figures from the 2002 2003. They're sort of pre-posed. They were sort of a little bit gimmicky. This one here, he's got the spinny wheel on the back, so his hand spins around, and then the other hand is you can break off the arm. And I remember as a kid, I was like, no, I don't want an Anakin that loses his arm, so I super glued it on, and it was like, yeah, the things to do as kids. But yeah, Yoda, I remember getting that, the Clone Trooper. And you remember the Big W here? They were doing these in like 2 packs. There were like 2 of these in a big blister. And yeah, I remember getting a few of those because they were like reasonably priced as well. So we've got some more comments. Let me get through these and then we'll crack it open. Been buying up on AliExpress. I've seen those. I've been wanting to give it a shot, especially the boil and waxer. They look really, really cool. Hopefully Mando will be good. Star Wars has been a bit meh. Tales been the best since Mandalorian Season 2. Love Tales of the Jedi. I did love Andor. I probably didn't give it the attention it really deserves. So that's one plan for my week off is I'm literally going to binge the whole season in a day. Like I'm just going, all right, Thursday is Andor Day or whatever. I haven't put it in my mental diary yet, but I'm just like, all right, I'm reserving a day for an Andor binge, which I'm looking forward to. I might just crank that up before Mando starts on the Wednesday. So, kia ora, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. Really good to hear from you. I know you folks over in New Zealand are copping it a little bit. I'm not sure exactly. If you got, I hope you and everyone, all your family, are all sort of doing all right and safe and stuff. It looks like you can't catch a break over there at the moment. Picked up my 5th Black Series figure and Dan. Just chasing the deluxe set now. Nice. Yeah, I did finish them at some point because you really only need one of those, the deluxe set. I can't remember where I got it. I got it on eBay. Like it came from Hong Kong or Thailand, I think. But yeah, I'm glad you only need to pick up one of them, and the rest are pretty easy to get now. Even JB Hi-Fi, or one nearby to me, they had Black Series figures going for $20 and vintage stuff for 15. So really, really good prices for some figures. That was where I got the what was the last one I got? It was the Lando, the Gaming Greats Battlefront 2 Lando. So that was $15. No, it was another one I got. Oh, it's literally in the other room. I was just having a complete brain fart, but that's okay. Only paid $15. Had that figure, only bought a few episode 2 figures and then tapped out for years until Force Awakens. Yeah, I didn't really get much after episode 2 either. It was like the occasion. There was maybe a couple of Revenge of the Sith figures I picked up when that movie dropped, but yeah, it's been a while. But I don't know. I get a kick out of this packaging. I know it's sort of a bit plain and not super exciting. It was like the first time they hadn't done like a particularly, like a movie proper line. Like Phantom Menace got their own thing. This was just like, encompassing this saga with, a big focus on Attack of the Clones. Enjoying Bad Batch Season 2. Worried Echo's not going to make it, though. Yeah, I kind of get that feeling. I don't know. I feel like if they just kill off Echo, I feel like it's, almost been a little bit of a waste of bringing him back for such a short period of time after they sort of revived him in the end of the Clone Wars. But yeah, I'm convinced they name Echo Base after him. Like I know Echo is like a sort of, what do you call it? Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, I am enjoying Bad Batch. I wish there was a little bit more of like an overarching plot to the series. It's sort of very sort of mission of the week sort of thing. I'm sure at the end it all sort of piece together and go, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, that sort of I can see where it's been and stuff like that. A bit like how Rebels sort of paid off at the end, where everything that sort of seemed like fillers in the first 4 seasons sort of paid off towards the end. Keep on collecting. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Keeping down. Grab Black Series Black Cassette off Amazon for $29. He was never going to pay the $55. Nah, it's stupid. You know, I was totally backed off on Black Series at the moment, particularly with the gaming figures. They're just, I don't know, they're just not interesting to me at the moment. I'm just sort of waiting on some new characters, some I don't know. I just not. I sort of look in EB Games and stuff like that, and the gaming greats are just like, oh, it's a slightly different Scout Trooper and it's a slightly different KX droid, and I'm just like, maybe when they go on clearance, but at the moment, I'm like, I just don't care. Like, and not that I'm going to give up on Black Series. I love that shit. Like, it's so good. But I'm really digging vintage at the moment, like the Cassie and Andor. Like, I don't know if I'm going to worry about getting any Andor figures from Black Series. I think I might just stick with TVC. And I hope you can't hear the neighbour across the road with his motorbike, as he just likes to rev the guts out. And it is 9 o'clock at night, and what a champion! Echo will be back. I think he will. The Revenge's packaging was so good. Need to get that battle damage burnt Vader with table. Had it as a kid. Yeah, that's what I still really want, man. Like, I got the I did find like the burnt Anakin. You can sort of put Vader together. You put the armor on him, and you sort of rebuild him. But it didn't have the table. It was just a basic figure. Phonetic alphabet. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Totally cool and good to see you again. Do you still have your big Star Wars collection you have back in the day? Absolutely, I certainly do. It's just all in tubs in storage at the moment, which, you know, only makes me cry once or twice a week. But hopefully within the sort of next 6 months, I'm hoping mid-year it'll be something I can start working on again. Just a lot of outside things that's stopping that from happening. But yeah, no, I'd definitely like to get that collection out. I think I'm definitely going to be having a thin out of the collection, like in terms of not figures. Like, I'm going to stick to figures, but everything else, like the Hot Wheels cars and the die-cast ships and stuff like that, I think I'm going to have a big clean out and just focus my collection a little bit more in the future. Just that last sort of 2015 through to 2021, I went pretty hard on everything and just went a little bit berserk. So I'm just definitely going to tone it down a little bit for the future. So yeah, I'm definitely going to just scale back on what I buy now. I think for the future, I think that's probably an important thing to get on with. But I'm looking forward to the day where I can really sort of dig into those tubs and start pulling action figures out and setting them up again. It's really hard to believe it's been over 12 months since I packed it all away. But yeah, it's it'll be a good day. It'll be a very, very good day. I'm probably going to need a week. Oh, glad you missed the weather. It's been crazy everywhere. Gonna head off and watch a movie before bed. Take care, mate. Good to hear from you again. Hope to chat with you again soon. It's been way too long, everyone. It's been really, really way too long. Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's do it. Let's do the bow. As much as this camera can show, I will bring this into work at some point and show everyone. But yeah, want to wait till everyone's in the office. But there's the helmet. I'm just going to hide the comment again. Oh, this thing is it's pretty damn nice, honestly. It's that weathering is just, I don't know, cream worthy. It'll be better when I do a proper video and actually shoot it on my phone, which will be a lot clearer and crisper. Yeah, rangefinder down as well. I know my camera on my laptop here is not the best, but it's not too bad. So I won't go into too much detail, but I'll show her off. Like it's one thing to look at it on a picture, but to see it in person is something else. It looks like her eyes are rolling back into her head, but that's just the reflection. Hello, Catan. Yeah, no, she's really, really nice all over. Really, really happy with this one, actually. It's super nice. But yeah, lads, I will bring her into work. So we can all bask in its glory, in her beauty. Katie Sackhoff is coming to Melbourne in April. I'm going to do my darndest to try and get over there for Supernova on the Sunday. So, yeah, I'll do a much more sort of in-depth look at Bo-Katan at some point in the very, very near future. Darth Rock, only 30. Damn, dude, that's killer. I know you're probably gone already, but congratulations in advance. Son and I watched Dread tonight. Really enjoyed. That's a good movie, man. Bo Carrot. Good morning to you, sir. I'm meeting Sam Whitwer this year at a convention in Knoxville, Tennessee called Fanboy Expo. Can't freaking wait. Yeah, he's awesome, man. He is so good. Love Sam. What an absolute champion of a person. Spell checks. It really does. Yeah, cool. Bo-Katan recently got her too. Crashdown, yeah. Yeah, very much looking forward to hopefully get over there. Yeah, not sure yet. I know Emily Swallow that plays the Armourer, she's coming to Adelaide actually, so for Oz Comic Con, so definitely gonna have to get out and see her. And yeah, maybe get an autograph or two, photo. She's doing meet and greets, which would be damn cool as well. Looks a lot like Katie. It does. They absolutely looks awesome. Looks awesome if you do make it for Supernova. It'd be cool. Absolutely, man. 100%. We'll make that happen. Yeah, you'll be the first one I'll let know if I can make it over. But it's just a matter of sort of time and money at this stage. But we'll see. I definitely hope to make it happen. That's going to be a big weekend. Heard from Ed 5 this week. No, I haven't. No, has he gone ready to go silent? Has he? I know he said he's had to move house again, and yeah, I know he's a busy man, very busy. All right, let's open Anakin Skywalker Hanger Duel from Attack of the Clones with dueling lightsaber action, so you know it's good. I remember Dooku came out in this line too. He came with the green lightsaber as well because it was a deleted scene. I don't even know if it got filmed, but there were definitely some behind the scenes shots where Anakin was taking on Dooku with his red and the green lightsaber at the same time. It's like 20-year-old air in here. G'day, Jason. Spoke to Ed today. He's found a new place. Oh, good to hear. He was heading down for a bar course this week. He reminded me you're on. Oh, good on him. I know he said he was going to be popping down the Cityway down to Adelaide at some point this month. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to try and remember to shoot him a message to see what's been going on and see if he's going to pop into Kessel Run for a bit of a catch up. That'd be cool. Anyway, let's get this figure out. Oh yeah, little lightsaber. This is when they did attempt to do the peggy thing. You know, get the peg in the tiny little lightsaber. They don't do that anymore. But I tell you, as a kid, these were very, very sketchy. I broke a lot of them. But yeah, it's weird being out in the box for so long. But yeah, they've tried that multiple times to bring back the peggable lightsaber in 3 3/4, but it just doesn't quite work. All right, we've got most of Anakin out. The problem with the lightsaber, because they are unpeggable and they're really in the package tightly, is they can break before you even get it out. And you know what? The plastic is so old, it's already broken. The peg is already in the arm. So yeah, it didn't even. Yeah, that looks like it's been broken off for quite a long time. So you'd be devastated to get that. You're devastated to get that as a kid. That's what. Or is it? No, it's magnets. Oh, I thought it was a peg. That shows me how much I remember. I thought it was a peg-on thing, but it's not. It's magnetized. That's why I glued it on, because it just kept getting knocked off all the time. Yeah. Okay, so I was a ripe age of 13, 14. I had no idea about the world, what was going on out in the world. I didn't know about magnets and magnetized arms, and if I did learn about it, I didn't commit it to memory. But there you go. It's not broken. It's just magnetized. And he's going to lose his arm. The rubber band that's holding his lightsaber in his hand is still elasticy. We've had a lot of them over the years. They sort of eventually break down like that plastic. But it's still good. It's still good. Plastic integrity has held up. And yeah, I don't know if you can see, he's got a little magnet in his hand too. So you get one metal lightsaber hilt. So he's just magnetized all over. Maybe that's what the battle droid was talking about in Revenge of the Sith. He's like, magnetize. Yeah, okay. I can sort of see why I glued it on when I was a young lad. But yeah, the other feature, if we put the lightsaber in that arm, So I don't know what. There's a swivel in this arm. So it just swivels around. I don't know what the point of that is. No idea. But they're just spinning the wheel on his back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still have my original of this figure. I don't know if that feature still works or not. But I do have the newest vintage collection Anakin, not on hand at this very second, but I do have it in my box of figures that I sort of did keep on me. I got to have a little toy box of figures to pick through and play with while I'm sort of in the middle of having that collecting space. So yeah, there we go. I'll peg this green lightsaber into the hilt there. And there we go. We've got dual wielding. No, we don't. Dual wielding amputee Anakin, ready to fight Dooku in the hangar. I don't know. I just thought this was cool as shit when I was 13, 14 years old. It kind of still is, honestly. Yeah. Even though it doesn't really look anything like Hayden, but that is a figure of the times. And before I start losing parts, I'll put him down. But yeah, this is cool. I like it because I remember the Dooku has magnets in one of the hands as well. But there was a lot of magnet features in those figures where you could just. I'm done. I'm done with magnets. Just going to put it down, and I'll probably fiddle with it for the next 20 minutes. Dr. Mad Studio, greetings from Britain. Greetings right back to you from Australia. Hope you're doing well. Just been listening to the audiobook of The Force Unleashed, a novel adaptation based on the video game. Nice. How is it? I remember reading the book. I do have the novel. I did read that sort of when that game was out. But yeah, never listened to the audiobook. I guarantee you I had a lot of fun with that figure as a kid. Jango Fett had a magnetic head. Mace Windu had a magnetic lightsaber that you could peg it into his sleeve, and he had a feature where you swing him back, and he swings his arm across with the lightsaber, and you cut off Jango Fett's head, which was just sitting on by a magnet. Darth Maul cut in half with magnets. Awesome. Yeah, I never got that one myself. I didn't realize that was magnetic as well. But there you go. I've learned something tonight. That is great. Anakin's head sculpt looks like Topher Grace. Kind of does. Maybe a slightly pissed off Spider-Man 3 Topher Grace as opposed to that 70s show Topher Grace. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I see a little bit of Kevin Bacon. Episode 3 would be like fried bacon. But I kind of see it, yeah. My good friend Terry Cooper, better known as Terry on Tuesday on YouTube, is just about I can't read it at the moment. He's just about finish making a Star Wars cosplay commission for someone in Canada, I believe. I can't say I've heard of him, but that's cool. Might have to check that one out. But yeah, I'm just in terms of figures and stuff that have come out recently. Yeah, just sort of waiting for the next lot of Black Series. I see they're starting to hit like Asian countries. Excuse me. Yeah, they've started hitting. A good friend in Singapore got the Luke Skywalker today, which looks awesome. Really looking forward to that one. The TVC Light Cruiser Luke is just absolutely immaculate. Such a beautiful figure. Do still need to get myself the artillery stormtrooper. Yeah, it's just I'll grab it at some point because they're around. There's plenty of them around. The ARC Trooper that I picked up last week, that was awesome. What else? I'm seeing the Indiana Jones figures, the 6-inch Indy figures are going to start hitting in April, sort of around there. So I'm looking forward to those. They're going to be sweet. I'll definitely just be picking up Indy to start, and then I don't know. I'll see how I go. They look pretty damn good though. It might be a hard line to stay away from. Excuse me. It's been a long week, but I'm all good. McFarlane just announced the 4 figures and build a figure for Dark Knight trilogy, so I'm definitely going to be getting on those. Being a big Chris Nolan fan, I love the Dark Knight trilogy and would love to see more figures from that line. So they're doing Batman, the Joker, Scarecrow, and Two-Face, and Bane as a builder figure, which is really, really cool. So I don't know. I feel like they could, if they do a second wave, I don't know what they'd do in terms of like a builder figure. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they might put out a Bat Cycle. I don't know. I doubt it would be a builder figure though. But who else would they do from the trilogy? I guess just a regular Bruce Wayne. Maybe a variation of Bane with the long coat. Ra's al Ghul, Catwoman, and Hathaway would be really nice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Jim Gordon, but getting all the big villains out in one wave makes me think that maybe they're going to stick with that. But yeah, I'd like to see that expand and grow a little bit. The audiobook is great. I've got several other Star Wars ones all kept on iTunes and my iPod. Yes, I still use it. Hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Don't replace it. If you can still keep it going, that's awesome. Mr. Rolando, hope you're doing well, sir. Just got the band box set last week. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry about that one. I don't know. I might at some point, but got a Cantina band. They just sort of sit in the back. I'm happy to have the 6-inch Cantina band, but yeah, I didn't get the Figure and Dan TVC figure. I was just, I don't. Yeah. Again, like I said earlier, I'm being a little bit picky now. TVC Light Cruiser Luke is superb. Got the Artillery Trooper too. He's awesome. It looks great, man. And the packaging, like I was looking at it today, we've got some hanging up at work, or we got one hanging up at work. Got a couple in the back room. But yeah, I was just sort of checking that out again. I haven't really stopped and had a good look at it. So I was doing that. Well, it was yesterday. I think I was doing that. Just having a good look, and it's like, yeah, that's a nice looking Stormtrooper figure. Did see a little bit of variation in the yellows of the helmet compared to the yellows of the body. I don't know if that's meant to be like that or whether it's just factory paint samples. I don't know, but yeah, it's not too much of a difference that it's going to bother me, because that Stormtrooper sculpt is just the bee's knees. So I don't see any reason to deviate from that now, because it's just perfect. I'm just happy to see more Stormtroopers, which reminds me, Stormtrooper Commander, that's the figure I got at JB Hi-Fi for $15. The blue Stormtrooper Commander from Force Unleashed. Awesome figure. Ugh, stop yawning. For anyone wondering, I live in Merseyside, not far from Liverpool, birthplace of the Beatles. Well, there you go. It's just turned 11 a.m. Well, it's 9:30 p.m. on Saturday here. 4 a.m. in Utah. Well, you're up very early. Take care. Thanks for dropping by. That's awesome. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time to come chat for a bit. That's awesome. So yeah, what else has everyone been getting? Anything else worthy of note? I know everyone's just sort of, I don't know, it's weird. There's sort of those sort of stalemates in between waves these days. There's not sort of a consistent flow of figures coming in. It's sort of a wave comes in, everyone gets it, and then it sort of dies off for 2 months and it's just nothing. And then you Black Series, and it's like everything just hits at once. Like, just drop a figure a week, man. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to stick to a rule of buying one figure a week, but it's not working. It's not working. Cassian Endor 3.75. It is, man. It is really, really nice. That's a great figure. It looks better than the 6-inch one in my opinion. I haven't got the 6-inch one yet, but based on the videos that I've seen of it, yeah, I don't know. It's just a nice clean paint up on it. I haven't got this Velsatha yet. I feel like she's just going to drop in price, so I'm just going to hang out for that one. I don't think she's going to hang around. It's not a super popular character, so I'm just going to hang out and wait for that one. But yeah, it looks like the paint details on her are slightly lacking, so I might be getting in there with a couple of metallic Sharpies and touching up some bits and pieces, so... I've come back home after 3 years in the USA, and prices are blowing my mind for figures. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. You're back here to stay, or you're just visiting family for a little bit? Hot Toys Rex was my most recent pick. I saw that. Hot Toys Rabbit Hole is a dangerous one. It really is, my friend. It really is. I'm thinking about the Rex myself, because I've got Ahsoka, I've got Bo-Katan, and I'm like, maybe if I could just stick with a little bit of a Siege of Mandalore, I don't know, a bit of Clone Wars theme, maybe I can limit myself on the Hot Toys there. And I've got ARC Trooper Jesse on the way as well, which, no brainer, it's my name, so I'm going to get that one. Definitely thinking about Rex now that he's up, and it seems to be a lot more of him around now, given that he's on Pop Culture, I think. Don't tell too many people. So definitely thinking about getting Rex at some point. As long as he stays available and the prices stay, reasonable, sort of $450. Yeah, I think he would look absolutely amazing with the Ahsoka and Bo-Katan, bit of Siege of Mandalore stuff. Our legs look a bit strange. Cannot wait for those battle droids. They're going to be freaking cool. Back for good now. Oh, good to have you back in Australia, mate. It's good. $13 US versus 35. 100%, dude. 100%. I feel you. It's that's a big jump. What's 13 US? That's probably 20 Australian now. 22. Especially with the variations in some of the prices, you get some TVC figures that are 29, and then you get some of the 35, and then you get gaming greats that were out of EB Games. They were 45, and it's like, yeah, you can stick them. You can stick them where the sun ain't shine, because $45 for a little figure like that, it's that's ridiculous. You can see what people are moving away from Hasbro and getting into Hot Toys. Like Jeff here, he's in it for the long haul now. He's stuck. He's not getting out of that hole. No, I don't know. With Hot Toys, it's you either go all in and do nothing else, or you just got to be really, really selective. And I don't know. It's hard because, this is the first Hot Toys I've had in a couple of years. I did have like 6 or 7 Hot Toys. I had to sell them off just to get some cash back at various points of the last couple of years. So, and I bought Ahsoka on my birthday back in November. And that's basically got her out for a couple of days and then packed her away, and she's in storage now. So I haven't really been able to appreciate that figure in my hands, but I do get to see it at work every day. So it is nice to see the Ahsoka, but to be able to like pick it up and play with it and have it in hands, it's a whole different thing. But now that I've got Bo-Katan here, it's just, you know, I don't know. I like Hot Toys feels like a treat. Like it feels like an event as a collector to pick one up and open it up, and you know they are, you know, super duper incredible. Like that, it feels like a good moment of like, I don't know, like you've really earned it with the money you pay for them. You're really getting what you pay for, and it feels good to open one up. You know, it's really nice, you know, good quality, like the things like the stitching, the fabric, the change of accessories, all that stuff is just, it's rewarding, man. It's really rewarding. And you know, I've been feeling that way a little bit about TVC figures recently. I guess being a little bit sparing and, you know, picking up one here or there, I get to sort of appreciate it a little bit more. Whereas buying a wave in one hit and then just sitting there ripping them all open and putting them on a shelf, it's like you don't really get to enjoy them. So especially on my Instagram, I've been really trying to, you know, go and get a toy photo, a couple of toy photos with the new figure as I open it, and then do a review on it and really get to know the figure. I don't know, it's a good thing. I think, Hot Toys is just, it's a really nice collectible. There. My New Year's resolution was to not pay full price or more for any figure this year. Not a bad way to go, Ian. Absolutely. You've got to have a little bit of control when the prices go up. And, you know, if people aren't willing to pay full price in stores, you know, eventually that'll have a trickle-down effect, and it might get them thinking about their pricing. Either that or they'll just stop making them altogether. And you know what? If Hasbro pulls the pin on, you know, figures, it's going to be a big kill for the collecting community. And good news for Hot Toys and Sideshow. Trying to be selective with character choices. Jesse's very tempting. Probably going to cave and order Padme. Yeah, I know. Matt at work, he's going to get Padme and Anakin, both episode 2 ones. They look amazing. Picked up the Hot Toys Clone Wars Ahsoka months ago. She's still in the box. I'm thinking if she stays in the box, I won't be tempted to buy more. That's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. Really good way to go. But yeah, there's still plenty of Ahsokas around. It's really cool. It's nice to see. Nice to see everyone's been able to get one for the most part. But yeah, that Rex is very tempting. Hot Toys are so much better value now. I have 3 and 2 more in order. Very nice to have. And I tell you what, if you want to check it out, for anyone that's watching, we do have Hot Toys up for pre-order on our website, kesselrunhair.com. That's the easy way of getting there. Otherwise, it's Kessel Run Hair and Collectibles. Jeff was recently put in an order for the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we was pretty damn pumped up about that. So it's good to get these Hot Toys, you know, out there. We really want to sort of market them and get them out to people. So if you're watching, you're in Australia, come and see what we've got up for pre-order, kesselrunhair.com. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome if you checked it out. Come and visit, even subscribe to the website. We do Black Series Vintage Collection, pops, all sorts of stuff. So it'd be awesome if you guys come and just check out the website and follow us on Instagram, YouTube channel. I've got it scrolling right down the bottom there. Just crack open another tab. punch in that address and come and subscribe, because we're doing content over there too. So if when I'm not doing stuff for my channel, I'm partaking in doing some cool fun stuff on there. We're doing the odd toy review and just having a bit of fun with the YouTube channel. Not going too crazy. We did hit it just over. We're at 123 subs now, so it's a slow mover. But my channel did that 12 years ago. It didn't combust and blow up overnight. It's taken 12 years to get to 4,800. And excuse the dog in the background. She's just deciding to be vocal. Molly. There must be someone walking past the house. Got a Hot Dogs Boba and Vader, and they're both amazing. Absolutely. My top two bargains this year so far was TVC Arc Trooper Jesse for £5.95 and Black Series Lando for £5. That is a good price. Really well done. Have you guys noticed the slow in sales with the pricing as it keeps going up? I don't know. It's hard to, we've really only been doing it for 12 months, so we don't really have that sort of data to sort of compare to as like 12 months ago. So it's still kind of early days for us. But yeah, people are still grabbing them. It's not frequent. And especially in terms of vintage collection and Black Series, that they're you can grab them in EB Games, JB Hi-Fi, Big W, etc. Like, they're in most places. So we sort of understand that, Molly, little rat bag. So we know that, we can't compete with the major players like those that they can mark them down to clearance prices and make a loss because they're going to make it up somewhere else. And yeah, we're not at a point where we can do that. So it's, we're sort of very reliant on support from the community and, trying to get the name out there, getting the Kessel Run name out there a bit more. And we just really want to prove that, we've got a good business foundation, cutting hair, which is awesome. We love doing that, but yeah, we'd love to sell more toys. Obviously, it'd be so much more fun. But yeah, it's good. Like, we're not taking it too seriously. We're not trying to go too big, too fast. We're just sort of taking our time. We want to get our name out in the community and out to collectors. So if you want to send someone our way, please do. We'll do our best to look after you. And if you're looking for something in particular, let us know. You can message us on Instagram, send us an email. We'll do our best to source what you're after. But yeah, to run an online shop, it's online store and in store. It requires a lot of work. And with those few sort of toy retailers, online toy retailers that did pack it in sort of late last year, already on such a small scale, we can sort of see how those pressures would build with larger scale business. It's just the way humans are these days. It's yeah, it's an interesting point of conversation. We could talk for hours about that alone. So, but yeah, we just want to. Here we go. Love what we do and having fun doing it. I couldn't say it better myself. That's exactly what we want to do. We're just a bunch of Star Wars nerds. We love the wars, and yeah, we just want to surround ourselves with the stuff we love, and we still make a living doing what we're doing. So it's good. So if, yeah, anyone watching want to come and support us, we're small time having fun. We just want to look after collectors. We know what we like. We're knowledgeable. We know what we do. We know what we sell. We know the products. Whereas, maybe Zing maybe do have people that know what they're talking about, but they're ingrained in video games and pop culture as a whole. Whereas, we sort of stick with products. We know what we're talking about, and we've got knowledge behind us to back it up. So without running too much into basically being a commercial, to come and check out KesserOnHair.com. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. Even if you just come and subscribe and follow us on Instagram, that'd be so cool. That'd be so killer. We'd love to get up to 1,000 on Instagram so we can start putting real music in our stories as opposed to the stock crap that's on the Instagram app if you haven't got 1,000. So we'll get there. We're having some fun. Greetings, Glasgow. Great to hear from you. Nothing new, TVC and Forbidden Planet or HMV or Game or Entertainer today. Oh, you've been on the hunt though, so yeah, I don't know, just persist with it. It appears stores like Zing and JB are more stocked up, which is why I haven't seen it in a long time. Yeah, I don't know. It's a sort of double-edged sword. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. And JB Hi-Fi, I don't know whether they're going to stick with the toy thing for much longer, because literally every JB Hi-Fi are putting all their figures on clearance, and they're trying to get rid of all the stock. So whether they're making room for new stuff or just looking to get out of that game altogether, that's yet to be seen. But it was always a bit strange that JB Hi-Fi wanted to tap that market, and they obviously wanted to give it a crack. Again, they make all their profits on electronics and video games and movies and all that sort of crap. So for them to mark down some figures and get rid of them, they're still making money back elsewhere. So yeah, no, we know you do. You guys are awesome. Always. Molly. Sorry, just calling out to the dog. She's just yipping at something. I hope you're not hearing it too much. The rat bag she is. But it's all good. Anyway, guys, that's I can't believe that's sort of almost hit an hour. It's been great to chat with you guys. Great to hear all these names in the comments. Yeah, it's been way too long. And hopefully it's not going to be that long again until my next live stream. Dog. But yeah, no, I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out for a little while. It's always good fun. Always have a blast. I do miss doing these. When I was doing them weekly, I was having an absolute blast coming and sitting amongst my collection and talking Star Wars with everyone. I do. I miss it a great deal. I miss sort of having my Star Wars space. But yeah, it is good to be back. And even just to sort of get out of the collection for a little bit, it's sort of been refreshing. I've been able to sort of focus on other stuff. So everything's up and improving and getting awesome and having more fun. And yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be good. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I want to try and aim for maybe one a month. We'll go with that. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, in the meantime, KesserOnHair.com, the YouTube channel for Kesser on Hair and Collectibles down below, scrolling down the middle. It should be in the description. And yeah, we do Punch It Podcast, so you can find us on Spotify and on that YouTube channel. Now both dogs want to carry on. And yeah, we do a weekly, not a weekly podcast. Every 3 weeks we do a podcast, and we've got some awesome guests coming up in the next few weeks. So we're pumped up for the next couple episodes. So yeah, we'll catch up with you all very soon. So yeah, thanks for everyone for coming and hanging out in the comments. And yeah, until the next one, may the force be with you guys. Cheers.